Many people dream of visiting Greece, drawn by its golden beaches, charming whitewashed villages, and of course, a delicious plate of souvlaki. But what most travelers don't realize is that beyond the postcard beauty lies a land of breathtaking landscapes, hidden gems, and views that look like they've been lifted straight from a painting. In this video, we'll uncover some fascinating facts about Greece and explore its most unforgettable destinations that you simply can't miss. Greece is the birthplace of democracy, where citizens first shaped their future over 2,500 years ago. That spirit of independence stretches across more than 6,000 islands, each with its own unique history and charm, even though only a few hundred are inhabited. Wander through a Greek town, and you might pass ancient ruins standing casually among homes and cafes, as if history never really left. And in a way, it hasn't, especially when you realize that some olive trees here have been producing fruit for over 4,000 years. Much like the olive trees, Greek myths have deep roots too, with gods, heroes, and monsters that continue to shape modern culture and stories. Even everyday life feels enchanted. Cats lounging in alleyways and ruins are often lovingly looked after by locals. Food is also part of this magic. Feta cheese isn't just a favorite, it's a national obsession, with Greeks eating more of it than anyone else in the world. And of course, Greece is the country that invented the Olympic Games, first hosted them in ancient Olympia, and proudly brought them back to the modern era. The maze-like streets of Mykonos weren't designed to charm photographers. They were originally built as a clever defense system. Local fishermen could navigate the labyrinthine pathways blindfolded, while invading pirates would find themselves hopelessly lost and vulnerable to ambush. What looks like picturesque confusion today was once the island's primary security strategy. This defensive design extended to Little Venice, where colorful houses seem to float right at the water's edge. Today, it's the perfect spot for sunset cocktails, but in centuries past, these buildings concealed secret entryways where pirates smuggled contraband directly into the town, hidden from detection. The same place where visitors now sip an Aperol spritz once facilitated the covert movement of illicit goods. Mykonos is also called the Island of the Winds, thanks to the powerful northern Meltemi winds. These breezes that cool summer visitors once powered the island's famous 16th century windmills. Far from being decorative, they were the industrial backbone of the island, grinding wheat into flour that sustained locals and supplied passing ships. Today, the windmills stand as silent sentinels overlooking Mykonos town, or Kora, as the locals call it. Beyond the postcard-perfect whitewashed center, Mykonos offers contrasting beach experiences. Paradise and Super Paradise Beach pulse with music and energy from sunrise to sunset, while secluded Agios Sostis offers a tranquil escape with no facilities, just pristine sand and crystal-clear waters. Between beach sessions, the island's culinary scene beckons. Fresh catches are prepared simply with olive oil and lemon, while local Kopanisti cheese delivers a distinctive peppery kick. Traditional tavernas still serve recipes that have been passed down unchanged for generations. And just a short 30-minute boat ride away lies Delos, possibly the most important archaeological site you've never heard of. This tiny uninhabited island was once the religious center of the ancient world, believed to be the birthplace of Apollo and Artemis. So sacred was Delos that no one was allowed to be born or to die there. Expectant mothers and the terminally ill were moved to nearby islands to preserve its purity. Today, you can walk among remarkably preserved ancient homes, temples, and the famous Terrace of the Lions, often with far fewer crowds than at other historical sites. In the mountainous heart of Greece lies a place where gravity seems optional and faith was tested in the most literal sense. A landscape where monasteries cling to towering stone pillars that rise impossibly from the earth. Meteora is one of Greece's most breathtaking sights. Its massive rock formations crowned with monasteries that appear to defy physics. These remarkable sanctuaries weren't built for their views, though they certainly offer some of the most spectacular in the country. Between the 14th and 16th centuries, monks constructed them as a refuge from Turkish invaders, and as places for undisturbed spiritual contemplation. Reaching them was an act of faith in itself. Monks hauled themselves up using rope systems, wooden ladders, and netted baskets. Imagine being suspended hundreds of feet above the valley floor, swaying in the wind with only hemp ropes between you and the abyss below. At its peak, Meteora was home to 24 monasteries scattered across the stone giants. Today, only 6 remain active, each offering a unique glimpse into Byzantine religious life. The Great Meteoron, founded by Saint Athanasius the Meteorite in the 14th century, stands as the largest and oldest of the group. Inside, visitors can explore ancient manuscripts, religious artifacts, and the austere yet deeply spiritual atmosphere that has drawn the faithful for centuries. Cinema fans might recognize Meteora from the 1981 James Bond film For Your Eyes Only, which featured a dramatic climbing sequence on these very rocks, introducing this otherworldly landscape to audiences worldwide. The surrounding area adds to the experience. The town of Kalambaka serves as the gateway, offering traditional tavernas where you can refuel after a day of monastery exploration. For a more authentic touch, the quaint village of Kostraki sits at the very foot of these towering formations, providing peaceful accommodations with unmatched views. Nature lovers will also find plenty to explore nearby. Pindus National Park offers remote wilderness perfect for hiking and spotting rare wildlife, while Lake Plastyra provides a serene setting surrounded by forests and mountains, ideal for kayaking, fishing, or simply relaxing in nature. While much of the ancient world was still in its prehistoric infancy, the Minoans of Crete had already built a remarkably advanced society. Over 4,000 years ago, they created multi-story buildings, elaborate artwork, and even indoor plumbing, a civilization far ahead of its time. Their legacy still fascinates visitors today at the legendary Palace of Naxos. Walking through Naxos is like stepping into myth itself. This sprawling complex of rooms and corridors is believed to have inspired the famous labyrinth, where the fearsome Minotaur once roamed. The vivid red columns and beautifully restored frescoes offer a glimpse into how colorful and sophisticated Minoan life truly was. But Crete is much more than its ancient past. As Greece's largest island, it feels like a world of its own, where rugged mountains meet stunning beaches and every landscape tells a story. At Elefantisi Beach, crushed seashells tint the sand a soft pink, creating a surreal contrast against the turquoise Mediterranean waters. For adventurers, Crete's dramatic terrain offers incredible hiking opportunities through more than 30 gorges. The most famous, Samaria Gorge, stretches 16 kilometers between towering cliffs, narrowing at points to just a few meters wide. It's the longest gorge in Europe, and the challenging hike rewards travelers with breathtaking views before opening dramatically onto the Libyan Sea. For something truly off the beaten path, a boat trip to tiny Gavdos Island takes you to the southernmost point of Europe, a hidden haven of free-spirited travelers. And to the east, Crete surprises again with the palm forest of Vai, where thousands of date palms line the shore. According to legend, this oasis began centuries ago when Phoenician traders discarded date pits. Standing atop the Acropolis, you're literally walking on the same stones where democracy was born more than 2,500 years ago. As the morning light bathes the ancient marble, it's hard to picture that these iconic columns and statues were once painted in vibrant blues, reds, and golds. Archaeological evidence shows the Parthenon wasn't the pristine white monument we admire today, but a colorful masterpiece visible for miles across the city. Wander down from the sacred hill, and you'll uncover Athens as a city of layers. The ancient Agora, once a bustling marketplace where Socrates himself debated philosophy, now rests quietly among olive trees. Just steps away, the Temple of Hephaestus stands remarkably intact, often overlooked by visitors rushing straight to the Acropolis, yet one of the best preserved temples of the ancient world. As evening approaches, locals and travelers climb Mount Lycabettus for perhaps the most spectacular view in Athens. From this 998-foot limestone peak, the setting sun transforms the Acropolis into a glowing beacon above the sprawling modern city. On clear days, you can even glimpse the Aegean Sea and its nearby islands shimmering in the distance. For a change of pace, a short drive from the city center takes you to Lake Vouliagmeni, a natural spa like no other. Formed when the roof of a massive cave collapsed, this thermal lake stays at a steady 24 degrees Celsius year-round. Rich in minerals, its waters are also home to tiny Gara rufa fish, the same used in spas, that gently exfoliate your skin as you swim. And for the perfect day trip, head 70 kilometers southeast to Cape Saunion. Here, the Temple of Poseidon has stood guard over the Aegean Sea since 444 BC. Look closely and you'll even spot the carved signature of English poet Lord Byron from his 19th century visit. Time your trip for sunset, when the marble columns are silhouetted against a blazing sky, creating one of Greece's most unforgettable views. There's an island where every sunset feels like a personal light show staged just for you. The postcard-perfect views of Santorini hide a geological drama beneath their surface, a volcanic explosion so powerful it reshaped the entire Mediterranean. What we see today as one of the world's most photographed destinations was born from catastrophe. Around 1600 BC, one of the largest eruptions in human history tore through the original circular island, collapsing most of it into the sea and leaving behind the crescent-shaped caldera we know today. Some believe this cataclysmic event even inspired Plato's legend of Atlantis centuries later. Those iconic whitewash buildings with blue domes didn't appear by chance. The bright walls reflect the fierce Mediterranean sun, keeping interiors cool during scorching summers. And the blue domes? Beyond their beauty, They symbolize the Greek flag, a sign of national pride that grew after independence from Ottoman rule. In Oje, Santorini's most famous village, crowds gather hours before sunset to secure the perfect viewing spot. But just a few steps away, quiet terraces reveal equally breathtaking views without the chaos. Over in Phyra, the capital, cliffside bars invite you to sip a chilled glass of Acertico wine as the horizon melts into golden light. Santorini's volcanic heritage has shaped some unusual beaches. At Red Beach, rust-colored cliffs glow against the Aegean, while the black sands of Prisa absorb the sun's heat in striking contrast to the turquoise water. For the ultimate volcanic adventure, take a boat to Inie Kameni. There, you can hike across an active crater, feel the ground's warmth beneath your feet, and sense the island's fiery heart still alive below. Hidden gems also await. In Megalokori, a peaceful wine village, cave houses carved into volcanic rock wind through narrow alleys that lead to family vineyards. Here, grapes grow in distinctive basket-shaped vines, curled close to the ground to withstand Santorini's fierce winds. And just below Oahe lies Amaudi Bay. To reach it, you'll descend 300 stone steps to waters so clear they look unreal. Adventurous souls leap from smooth rock ledges into the deepest blues imaginable, while others float gently, gazing up at the whitewashed cliffs perched dramatically above. Paros hides something mysterious in plain sight, a secret woven into its serene landscapes and timeless charm. What forces made this small Cycladic island both a formidable naval power in ancient times and today's windsurfing capital of the Aegean? On the surface, Paros embodies the quintessential Greek island dream: golden beaches, whitewashed villages, and a relaxed Mediterranean rhythm. Yet, beneath its postcard-perfect exterior lies a fascinating history. In the 5th century BC, this seemingly peaceful island was a major naval power within the Cycladic League, an alliance led by Athens. The same strategic position that once made it valuable for warships now serves a very different purpose. It creates some of the most reliable wind patterns in the Aegean, transforming Paros into a paradise for windsurfers from across the globe. The island's heart beats in Perikia, its main town and bustling port of entry. Here stands one of Greece's most remarkable treasures, Panagia Ekatantapiliani, the legendary Church of 100 Doors. This Byzantine masterpiece, among the oldest and most important churches in Greece, has drawn pilgrims for centuries with its beauty and mystery. For many, though, Naousa is the true highlight of Paros. This fishing village is often hailed as one of the most beautiful towns in the entire Aegean. In its harbor, traditional boats gently bob beside chic bars and seafood tavernas, while Venetian ruins whisper of the island's layered past. It's a place where old-world authenticity and modern sophistication blend seamlessly. Travel inland, and you'll discover Lefts, a mountain village that feels worlds away from the coast. Narrow winding alleys, gleaming marble pathways, and traditional homes capture the essence of Greek village life, untouched by time. Here, locals still go about their days as they have for generations, offering a glimpse of genuine island culture. Just 10 minutes across the water lies Antiparos, a smaller, quieter neighbor where life slows even further, home to an impressive cave system and pristine beaches. And for beach lovers seeking tranquility away from the crowds, Agios Ioannis offers golden sand and crystalline waters, a sanctuary of calm where the only sound is the gentle rhythm of the sea. Zakynthos offers a natural paradise that feels almost too perfect to be real. Picture a beach entirely encircled by towering limestone cliffs, where a rusting shipwreck rests on powdery white sand and turquoise waters lap gently at the shore. This isn't a movie set, it's Navajo Beach, perhaps the most photographed shoreline in all of Greece. But Zakynthos, or Zante as the Italians named it, is much more than just its world-famous shipwreck. Its heritage stretches deep into mythology. The island was named after Zakynthos, son of the legendary king Dardanus of Troy, and even Homer honored it in both the Iliad and the Odyssey, placing it within the kingdom of the hero Odysseus. What truly sets Zakynthos apart today is its role as a sanctuary for wildlife. The island's southern beaches serve as nesting grounds for the endangered loggerhead sea turtle, a species that has returned here for thousands of years to lay its eggs. For a special experience, boat tours take visitors to Marathonosai, aptly nicknamed Turtle Island. From above, this small uninhabited islet is shaped exactly like a turtle, a natural coincidence that seems almost magical. Beyond its natural wonders, Zakynthos town, the island's capital, offers a different kind of beauty. After being nearly destroyed by a devastating earthquake in 1953, the town was lovingly rebuilt, preserving its Venetian-influenced character. Today, elegant squares, neoclassical buildings, and the striking church of St. Dionysios, home to the remains of the island's patron saint, invite travelers to experience Zakynthos' cultural and spiritual heart. What if I told you that you could walk the same streets once patrolled by knights in shining armor nearly 700 years ago? Rhodes isn't just another Greek island. It's a crossroads where Europe, Asia, and Africa collided through centuries of trade and conquest, creating one of the most fascinating cultural landscapes in the Mediterranean. Known as the Island of the Knights, Rhodes proudly showcases its unique heritage through remarkably intact medieval architecture. The walled old town isn't just a monument, it's a living museum where people still work, shop, and live among structures built by the Knights of St. John in the 14th century. Unlike many historical sites that feel frozen in time, here life flows through cobblestone streets lined with restaurants, homes, and bustling markets. Walk down the famous Street of the Knights, where each section once housed warriors from different European nations: France, England, Germany, Italy, Provence, Aragon, and Castile. At the heart of the old town stands the Palace of the Grand Master, once both fortress and administrative headquarters of the order. Today, its massive stone walls and sweeping halls host museums that bring the island's rich past to life. But Rhodes offers more than just medieval charm. Head south to Lindos, where dazzling whitewashed houses spill down the hillside beneath a dramatic ancient Acropolis. The climb to this 4th century BC site rewards you with sweeping Mediterranean views and a history that layers Greek, Roman, Byzantine, and beyond, all in one place. For beach lovers, Rhodes delivers in style. Anthony Quinn Bay, named after the actor who fell in love with it while filming The Guns of Navarone, offers emerald green waters perfect for swimming and snorkeling. Families flock to Tsambika Beach, where golden sands stretch endlessly and shallow waters invite hours of carefree fun. For something more adventurous, hike up to Monolithos Castle. Perched high on a rocky cliff, it provides one of the island's most unforgettable sunsets, where the Aegean glows in brilliant shades of orange and purple. Unlike its glamorous neighbors Mykonos and Santorini, Naxos doesn't need to try so hard to impress. This is the island where marble giants sleep unfinished by the shore, where mountain villages remain untouched by mass tourism, and where an unexpected abundance of fresh water creates a lush, green landscape rare in the Aegean. Standing sentinel over the main port is Naxos's most iconic landmark, the Portera. This massive marble doorway, weighing more than 20 tons, has framed the sea horizon since 530 BC. It was meant to be the entrance to a grand temple dedicated to Apollo, but construction was abandoned when war broke out with neighboring Samos. Today, this unfinished monument has become more famous than many completed temples, especially at sunset, when its perfectly aligned frame captures the fading light over the water. Naxos's story continued into the medieval era. In the 13th century, the island fell under Venetian rule when Marco Sanudo captured it and declared himself Duke of the archipelago. His legacy remains in Naxos town, or Cora, where a medieval castle crowns the hilltop and Venetian mansions line the winding streets. Inside the castle walls, the Catholic cathedral still stands, reflecting a time when European and Greek cultures blended in this strategic outpost. For beach lovers, Naxos offers some of the most pristine stretches in Greece, but without the heavy crowds. Aliko Beach is especially striking, with rolling white sand dunes backed by a small cedar forest, creating a landscape that feels more Caribbean than Mediterranean. And for those craving a true escape, a small ferry ride takes you to Denusa, a tiny island northeast of Naxos with fewer than 200 permanent residents. Here, hiking paths connect hidden coves and pristine beaches where you might not see another soul. In the main village, life is refreshingly simple, just a handful of tavernas and goose houses where fishermen still carry the day's catch directly from boat to kitchen. Hydra stands as one of Greece's most captivating treasures, where elegant stone mansions line a horseshoe-shaped harbor that feels frozen in time. But what truly sets this island apart is what you won't find here. Cars and motorbikes are completely banned. Instead, transportation comes by water taxis, your own 2 feet, or the clip-clop of donkeys navigating narrow pathways. This car-free way of life isn't a tourist gimmick. It's a deliberate choice that preserves Hydra's authentic character and creates a peaceful atmosphere that feels increasingly rare in the modern world. Walking through its stone pathways is like stepping back centuries, with only the sounds of conversations, distant waves, and the occasional donkey bell. Behind Hydra's picturesque facade lies a powerful maritime history. In the 18th century, this small island rose as a formidable naval power, with its merchant fleet controlling vital trade routes across the Mediterranean and the Aegean. The wealthy shipping families of that era built the magnificent stone mansions that still dominate the harbor today, silent testimonies to a time when this tiny island wielded global influence. Hydra's unique atmosphere has long attracted creative souls in search of inspiration. Leonard Cohen lived here for years, writing some of his most beloved works while gazing at the same harbor views you can enjoy today. Pablo Picasso and Henry Miller also found their muse among these timeless streets and azure waters. For beach lovers, Vlicho's beach offers a peaceful retreat, just a scenic coastal walk from the main town. Unlike the sandy shores elsewhere in Greece, this pebble beach provides crystal clear waters perfect for swimming and quiet reflection. Food enthusiasts will delight in Hydra's hidden tavernas, family-run establishments tucked away in narrow alleyways, where recipes have been passed down for generations. Here, authentic Greek dishes made from locally sourced ingredients are served with heartfelt hospitality. And as the day winds down, there's no better way to experience Hydra's rugged beauty than from the water. Sunset boat tours circle the island's dramatic coastline, revealing hidden coves and sea caves accessible only by sea, painting the horizon in unforgettable colors. Our next destination embodies the very spirit of resilience and reinvention. Thessaloniki, Greece's second-largest city, stands as a living museum where 2,300 years of continuous civilization have shaped every street and neighborhood. Unlike many European cities that highlight a single historical era, Thessaloniki offers layers upon layers of history, all coexisting in perfect harmony. Walk down any street, and you might encounter Byzantine churches glittering with gold mosaics, Roman arches, and Ottoman bathhouses, just steps away from sleek modern cafes and vibrant art galleries. The city's most recognizable landmark, the White Tower, tells this story of transformation. Once known as the Tower of Blood during Ottoman times, when it served as a prison and place of execution, it now stands as a proud symbol overlooking the sparkling Thermaic Gulf. Climb to its top for a sweeping 360-degree view that reveals why this location has been strategically vital for centuries. Equally iconic is Thessaloniki's waterfront promenade, stretching more than 5 kilometers along the sea. This isn't just any coastal walkway, it's the social heart of the city. Locals gather here at all hours, while sculptures and art installations line the path, connecting 12 themed gardens. From sunrise to sunset, the views shift in breathtaking ways, making every visit unique. For a more somber perspective, the Eptopyrgo fortress, known locally as Yedi Kule, looms over the city. Used as a prison for political dissidents until 1989, it now stands as a powerful reminder of more recent struggles. Thessaloniki also makes a perfect base for nature lovers. Just an hour's drive away lies Lake Kirkini, where flocks of flamingos paint the waters pink and herds of water buffalo roam freely. Nearby, the charming city of Edessa dazzles with dramatic waterfalls cascading through its very center. And for beach seekers, the Halkidiki Peninsula, with its 3 distinctive fingers stretching into the Aegean, offers some of mainland Greece's most beautiful coastlines, often without the crowds of the islands. Greece is more than just sun-kissed beaches and whitewashed villages. It's a tapestry of myths, history, and breathtaking landscapes that continue to inspire travelers from around the world. From the medieval streets of Rhodes to the timeless charm of Hydra, from Naxos marble gateways to Thessaloniki's vibrant waterfront, every corner holds a story waiting to be discovered. Which of these destinations would you love to explore first? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your dream spot in Greece. If this journey inspired you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Voyago for more adventures across the world's most beautiful destinations. Your support means the world, and it helps us bring you even more hidden gems and unforgettable travel guides. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and remember, the world is closer than you think, right here with Voyago.